What's going on, everybody? Rob and Peter back with another one for you guys. Excited for this one, man. The NFL draft is not that far away. Today, the combine began. We saw some defensive stars out there and a lot of Buckeyes on the defensive side going for, they're going to be drafted high. We got Caleb Downs. We got Sonny Styles, Caden Curry. We've got Caden McDonald. All these guys aiming to be top 15 picks. Can't forget Carnell Tate and Arvell Reese, obviously. Reese faded in the second half of the season, if you ask me.
He actually has a Pro Bowl talent prospect grade from what I saw. He has the highest out of any of the other defensive Ohio State players in this draft. The most promising.
He's got a lot of potential, and we know the NFL loves to draft based on potential. Rashawn Gary, anybody?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's why JTT got a round 2 draft as well, because of it's all about potential. It is.
You're spot on with that, man. Who do you think is the first Buckeye that's going to be taken off the board coming April? Man. That's a tough one.
That is a tough one, man, because I'm thinking Caleb Downs, Arvell Reese. So this is what I have on Arvell Reese. He had a breakout season. He had 69 total tackles, 34 solo, 6.5 sacks. Now, you said that he basically got disappeared second half of the season. I can't disagree, but we got to look at the fact that dude was just so talented, so athletic, and I'm pretty sure it was the beginning of the end of him being erased from the backfield after we saw him on spying duty against Damon Williams, Washington's quarterback. That was the beginning of the end for me, man, because after that, we didn't really see much we saw him at times. I mean, there was the Penn State game as well, but other than that, like, he was used as a spy. Like, he didn't really roam the line of scrimmage like we saw in the first 3-4 games. That was more Caleb Downs, but his combine prospect grade was a 7.04. Mind you, the highest grade you can get is an 8. He is a Pro Bowl talent. Production and athleticism score was 82, third among DE edges. He's projected at a 4.45 to 4.55 40 time, but the measurements, dude, arm length 32.5 inches, hand 9.5 inches, wingspan 79.5 inches. He's 6'4", 241 pounds. Now, the strengths, length and speed provide playmaking range, a city block wide. Dude, he can get to the ball like no other, man. I don't think anyone got around him. But his weaknesses, inconsistent route awareness and his zone drops. He wasn't. I mean, he's athletic, but he does need to work on his being able to drop back and defend the pass. Now, the big question for him in this draft, and this is his overview, and this is what really stuck out to me: how to use him. Perfect storm of chaos once a defense decides how to deploy him. We saw Matt Patricia, mind you, has NFL experience deploy him. Now, I think personally he's more of a stand-up edge guy at the second level, but he needs to work on his upper body strength. He needs to he's a strong dude, but he needs to fill out more. But again, like, the big question is, how will he be used in the pros?
Yeah, that's the big question, man. He reminds me a lot of Khalil Mack. He reminds me a lot of Von Bell. Both standout players at their respective positions. How is he going to be used? Is he going to be that stand-up edge guy, which I think he should be? I agree with you on that one, Rob. That's where he's going to excel. I think Ohio State – I don't know if it – here's my thing with Reese, man. I don't know if it was he started reading the press clippings. He started seeing where he might go, where he's being projected, who he's being compared to, who I just mentioned, and maybe a lack of effort, avoiding injury, talking money, dollar signs started to set in with him. I don't think
Dude,
it was Ohio State forgot how to use them. Now, granted, the level of competition did step up. He didn't play well versus Michigan. Didn't have a lot of impact plays versus Indiana or Miami for that matter. But daggone, man, like
Michigan
he's
had
an
talent this
athletic
year.
freak, and you get drafted based on potential.
Michigan had a high talent pool this year.
I mean, not great, especially on the O line. Actually, to be honest.
Yeah, but dude, I just think he was just used in a different way than
I mean, it's
anything.
possible.
I think he was used more as a against Michigan. I think he was used more as a spy for Underwood.
Yeah,
I do,
keep him
because
in check.
if you go back and you watch the tape against Washington, he did great putting a spy on Devon Williams. So he more than likely had those duties against, teams who had mobile quarterbacks. But on to our next one, Sonny Styles. Now, Sonny Styles, solid 3-year starter, one at safety now. It's funny that he got moved to linebacker because some NFL executives said it's with his frame, it was hard to imagine that he was a safety in the first place. The best thing that could have happened to him was Caleb Downs comes in at safety and Sonny Styles gets moved at linebacker. I mean, 2024, 100 total tackles, 49 solo tackles, 6 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery. 2025 took kind of a year back and just a bit in production, due to Arvo Reese. 83 total tackles, 46 solo, 1 sack, 1 fumble. 1 forced fumble, 1 interception. Now, his prospect grade is a 6.42. He can become a good starter within 2 years. Athleticism plus production is 87 score, first among linebackers, which he finished first in athleticism and production. No surprise here. We saw his production at Ohio State. We saw him being able to transition from a safety to a linebacker. Measurements, crazy as well. 32 and 7/8 inches, hand 10 inches, wingspan 80 and 7/8 inches. He's 6'5", 244 pounds. Strengths. This is the one that popped out to me. Scrapes quickly to action without losing leverage. Impeccable tackle finisher. I don't think I saw a runner get past him. I don't think, plays violently, bursts to the ball, has great instinct. But one weakness that, is, let's say a team wants to send him as a blitz package. That was one of his weaknesses. He's not very, that great of a blitzer.
Yeah, one of his weaknesses the year previous, he didn't have good pursuit angles. He improved that drastically this season. Like you mentioned, not many guys getting by him, not many receivers getting around him or tight ends. And he had elite pursuit angles this year. Didn't miss hardly any tackles. I don't remember missing any. So, yeah, he improved drastically. He's a smart guy. He's very learned, and he's going to study that position well. He's going to be an elite linebacker at the next level. I truly believe that.
And he just had a 43.5 vertical. Just saw that on social media.
Yeah.
Freak of nature athlete. Was hoping CJ Hicks would be there as well, but it didn't pan out too well for him. But dude, going back to the scrapes quickly to the ball without losing leverage. When he fills the hole, dude, he goes there violently. He's able to shed blockers and hold off blockers and be able to just, get to the ball carrier.
Yeah.
But
what you think about Caleb Downs going top 10? That's a lock for sure, right?
Yeah, I got Caleb Downs, but his prospect grade is crazy here because it's just but okay, so solid 2-year starter at safety at Ohio State, 2024, 81 total tackles, 48 solo, 2 interceptions. 2025, 68 total tackles, 45 solo, 1 sack, 2 forced fumbles, which was in that Miami game, by the way. Which Ohio State failed to recover both of them, and 1 interception. Now, I see that he has not very much production for interception, but the
True.
weaknesses that were put on here, one of them was focuses too much on the receiver instead of locating the ball, which definitely needs to work on. They need a ball hawk out there. I get that he is the best open field tackler we've seen. Very smart, knows how to see where the play is going before the snap, and just great instincts, but also strengths. Disruption near line of scrimmage. Notice how Matt Patricia had him just roaming the line of scrimmage each play. It's because of his instincts, being able to know where the play goes. And the boogeyman, does not miss tackles. One of the best open field tacklers that I've seen, which I'm surprised because it says he has inconsistent wrapping and running through tackles.
Wow.
We did not see that once. I mean, he's able to get the ball. Not only that, I saw him being able to body tight ends. I mean, once he gets you wrapped around the legs, which is a textbook tackle, you're
going
not
down.
going anywhere. He doesn't miss. He does not miss open field tackles or anything. He made a touchdown saving tackle in their championship playoff run against Texas when Ryan Wingo, if it wasn't for him, Ryan Wingo would have been gone.
Good memory. Really good memory. Yeah, I've forgotten that.
But
He's one of my favorite safeties come through Ohio State, man. He's an elite player, man, and he's going top 5 for sure. It's happening.
But here's the thing this is crazy. His prospect grade is a 6.47. Good starter within 2 years. So there's a score. There is the perfect prospect. There's Pro Bowl prospect. There's year one starter. Then there's good starter within 2 years. Then there's, plus starter. How is he not listed as a year one starter? He is one of the best safety prospects that we've seen in a while, and definitely at Ohio State, which this is crazy, but his production and athleticism score was 84, which was first among safety. So he is no doubt the best safety in this draft. But the question is, in terms of overall defender, is he the best defender in the NFL draft compared to Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, and just others as well? It's going to be interesting to see where he falls. I think he goes top 5, but we'll see.
Yeah, and then of course we got Caden McDonald, the 4th defender. Before we get to Carnell Tate, the D tackle, man, he said he thinks he's the best defensive tackle on the entire draft. Do you agree or disagree with Caden's take on himself and his skill?
So let me go over the resume here. For a 1-year starter at Ohio State, he was a first-team All-America. He was a breakout player, dude. He was another Tyreek Williams space filler, but I think he was better than Tyreek Williams, and that's saying a lot because Tyreek Williams went first round to the Detroit Lions. But 2025, 65 total tackles, which for an interior lineman playing on the inside, that is unreal. Ooh. We're talking he was a true nose guard playing between both tackles, and you're telling me he got 65 total tackles? And here's why. One of his strengths, rare tackle for loss production for interior defender. Dude, he was so quick laterally getting down the line for someone his size. I mean, we're talking 6'2", 326 pounds. But also measurements: arm 32 1/4 inches, hand 9 3/4. His production plus athleticism was a 73, second amongst defensive tackles. His prospect grade overall was a 6.39. Will eventually be plus starter. So, one of his weaknesses, ooze rusher, more of a ooze rusher than a pocket collapser, which I agree. He's not a bend player. He's more of a, bull rush type of dude. And, he's just, yeah.
He's an elite space eater, man. He's going to be disruptive defensive tackle at the next level. I'm excited to see him produce. Some are saying, late first round. Some are saying mid first round, and he absolutely could be a top 15 pick. A lot of teams value that D line, those trenches, man. That's what wins football games. You might have good quarterbacks, but you need elite trenches too. And then how about our last guy, the only offensive guy going in the top round for Ohio State, at least projected to this year. Carnell Tate, for sure, I'd say he's a wide receiver one for somebody. I don't think he's going to be quite as productive as a JSN or maybe even a Terry McLaurin right out the gate, but he is pretty polished and he's very quick. He's very fast. He's a great route runner. He has soft hands. He's pretty much what you look for in a wide receiver one at most franchises.
Dude, every time I hear Carnell Tate, I think of that catch against Wisconsin where he split the double coverage, jumped up in the air and snagged the ball for a touchdown, dude. All you need to do. That's so the tape he should send in to all these franchises, man. That's it. That's it. Like, and also his ability to work the sideline and in college, getting 2 feet down too.
His awareness is an elite level. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, he's an elite wide receiver one. I don't know if he's quite as good as Marvin or as Jeremiah, or maybe even Chris Henry Jr., who is following him, but he's going to be a good wide receiver in the league, and he will be productive. He will produce for them, and it's going to be fun to watch Carnell wherever he goes, unless it's Dallas, of course.
Yeah, so his total scores is 79. He ranks 4th in 2026 wide receiver rank. His comparison is Chris Olave.
Really?
Yeah, his comparison is Chris Olave. One of his weaknesses, is lacks ideal build and frame as a wide receiver one candidate. You said, he's not like your Jeremiah Smith or whoever else.
Yeah, Marvin. Yeah.
Average run block strained by NFL standards. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. The only dog who's in terms of being a blocker at wide receiver that we've seen is Brandon Innes so far.
Okay, sure.
He loves the block. All these other wide receivers that we've seen, I don't know if they don't really, they'll block if they have to, but it doesn't stick out like Brandon Innes did. But dude, like elite route runner, and whoever gets him to play on Sundays, it's gonna be fun to watch, man.
Obviously, a lot of different projections. They could go a lot of different ways. There could be a lot of trades. Mel Kiper Jr., who cares what he has to say, really? But he's got him going to Cleveland, staying in the state of Ohio, and going to the Browns. They need a playmaker, wide receiver for sure. We'll see where he ends up, though. But
dude, I think that Ohio State could possibly have 5 top 15 picks. Maybe
you think it can happen?
Caleb Downs, Arvo Reese, Sonny Styles, Carnell Tate, and depending on combine, Caden McDonald or Caden Curry.
Yeah, Curry's nice, man. I don't know if he's an athletic freak, but we're gonna find out if he is an athletic freak here at the combine. And
he's got a motor to him
today. So yeah, man. A lot of good things going on between now and April for Buckeye Nation. The combine is exciting to you. For me, it's not something I typically follow wholeheartedly. I'll check in, read stuff on 11 Warriors from time to time or Twitter or whatever, what's going on. But the draft is where I really get live back in, and a lot of good things, a lot of good projections for our Buckeyes, man. But that'll do it for this one. Go Bucks and God bless. We will see you on the next one.
OH.
I-O. Go Bucks, baby.